once again, we're on, man. You know how it is. It's the Pozew show. Every Thursday we are here. Last week we didn't get to do a show or whatnot, due to the fact that, I got to include you guys in real quick. We have to move. We're in a new place, you know what I mean? It's not going to be like this. This is temporary. The black screen in the back. I don't know what Eddie's gonna do. I don't know if he's gonna put up some other stuff or whatnot. But for right now, it's black as hell, like I am. But hopefully he'll do something, put a background or whatnot or whatever. But minor detail. We just moved to a new building. It's a little bit more appropriate. And when you guys get to see the new setup, you're gonna love it. Just like you like the last setup, it was a little smaller or whatnot, but we got a bigger room now. It's gonna, we trying to expand, try to make it look. Try to make it look good for you guys. You know what I'm saying? Thank you guys for subscribing, by the way. We've had a few new subscribers. You know what I mean? We up there right now. I don't know how much we have right now, but I think we in the 400 something or whatnot or whatever. We getting up there. So I'm trying to grow this thing. So guys, please subscribe, like, comment, share, all that good stuff. You know what I mean? You already know what it is, man. It's YouTube. It is what it is. We try to grow this thing and help me grow it. And we try to bring more people, more artists, more innovators, more, you know what. I bring all sorts of people up here as far as like artists, politicians, people in the healthcare, whatever. It doesn't matter. You get a little bit of everything in here. So it is what it is. With that said, you know what I mean, I'm going to introduce my man real quick. Matter of fact, I'm going to let him introduce himself. You know what I mean? Because he's been here before. He's not a stranger to this, you know what I mean? He's been out here, but he got something going on or whatnot, so we don't talk about it, you know what I'm saying? Let him do it. We might even play a couple of songs. We don't know. We'll see. But, Leo, talk to the people, man.
How you doing? This Leo Casino out of Brockton, Massachusetts. I'm a lyricist. Been in about 4 years now. Coming back on the Pozew show. Always happy to be here. Thank you for having
last
me.
time, you're welcome, man. Anytime. You already know, man. I'm saying, last time you was here was like doing COVID, right?
Yeah, right around that area, 2019.
Damn, that was a while ago, man. What you been doing all this time?
Oh, music, being consistent with music, working, trying to stay on the straight and narrow. You know what I'm saying? Family, building my network. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
As far as building the music thing, are you kind of been like, meeting new people and
Always.
Collaborating with new people?
Always collaborating, always networking, always trying to meet new people, international, whether it's in Brockton.
International too,
Yeah,
huh?
oh yeah. I got some lyricists. I got a guy, my homie Wayne Webster out in UK.
Okay.
I got a producer, Skinny Bones, the Godfather in
Yeah,
Netherlands.
they got a good what you call it, like a good the industry over there is really booming over there.
And my boy Wayne Webster, he's very serious, but he's very real in his music.
Okay.
So he's doing his thing, interviews, all that stuff. So got Ugly John out in Japan, but then a bunch of people in the United States, Northeast, all that. So.
Oh, so, okay. So you expanding. You all over the place.
Always looking to network.
All right. So why is that? Well, because the reason why I'm asking why is that is like there's a lot of people that do things, and it's like they wanna establish themselves first with their team or whatnot or whatever before they expand to other people. Did you is that how you started, or did you just kind of like just jump in right into it? Like you wanted to just jump into it as far as like get all sorts of different vibe and different directions.
Yeah,
different
I'm definitely like a social creature. I enjoy interactions. I enjoy like meeting people, interacting, seeing their perspective, learning more about the world, and then kind of adapting my worldview. Learn all the time.
You seem like you're a serious person. I gotta fuck with you. I gotta fuck with you, Leo. I'm saying seriously. Like you seem like you sometimes you get a little too serious about it. Like, are you having fun with it?
Oh yeah, for sure. It's music for me has been like very therapeutic. Just going back over moments, instances, situations I've been in and stuff, and then kind of, you write some solid bars and lyrics, deliver them good, and then you hear them back, and you kind of like replacing the bad kind of emotions around what a traumatic experience, for example, with, the good feeling of hearing like solid bar work. So it kind of replaces that. So it's been very therapeutic for me.
That's what's been kind of really missing into the freaking hip hop music nowadays. Like you know how back in the days you'll hear something like, and then you just kind of you zone out to it, like zone out, and then sometimes you say, hold up, what did he say? And then you gotta rewind it to kind of get that feel, because there's certain feeling you used to get. Like I don't really get it. It's rare that I get it with any artist nowadays. That feeling that how that feel. You're like, yo, like it's like just you in the song, and then nothing else matters.
Yeah, it's the same thing as in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Real knows real, and when when you hear somebody putting down on a track, and it's like real, and it's not just what I'm saying, I got this and I got that.
Yeah,
When it's real,
yeah.
there's a connection. There's like a vibe that it sends out.
I always get into that type of the discussion. I wouldn't say argument, because I respect everybody's opinion or whatnot or whatever. It's more of a discussion, because I'm a huge fan of lyrics. You know what I mean? Like I
I'm your
mean
guy.
I like a catchy beat. I like how artists they have like gimmicks and all that other stuff. Sometimes gimmicks are good.
Build
Yeah,
their
sometimes
brands.
gimmicks are good. Like if you look at somebody like Humpty,
Okay.
that was a good gimmick. We enjoyed it. Sometimes you need that. You need the little fun, little whatever, like Humpty Hump. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's timeless.
It was
It's
good
all-
feeling.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Those things are timeless. They're good feelings, whatnot. But I'm more focused on lyrics. Like like for example, I always give that example. Like the first time I heard Nas, like I heard that, I was like, you can do that with words?
One of the greatest storytellers.
Yes, I couldn't believe like you like 'cause- and I know everybody in the industry at the time took a step back, was like, whoa, you can actually do that with lyrics? You know what I mean? Like the way he portrayed like certain
Yeah,
things.
like when he
and-
spits that whole thing backwards, where he tells the story backwards.
It-
I mean,
it
it's
was-
like that's
it-
like next level.
It was, yes, because
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
it's not easy. People when you listen to it, you think it's an easy thing, but
Yeah.
it's not an easy. It's not an easy thing. It's not an easy thing at all.
Repetition.
You know what I'm saying? It's not an easy
every
thing to,
day.
to bring a story from the end to the beginning. It's not an easy, and then to keep the attention of the people while they're like, oh shit, and because when you first start to listen to the first bars, you don't get it, and then but the more he goes, and then you like, hold up, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? That's what I like about music, to have me kind of wonder and think of how things are. You know what I'm saying?
You're good. I'm definitely a guy.
Is that how you would describe your style, as like telling stories and whatnot? Like,
For sure, that is a lot of my tracks are storytelling, and I take a lot of inspiration from people like Nas, and I've always enjoyed that because like it makes it much easier to write the song where you just write out a story, or you think about this happened,
Yeah.
or this is something that I want to happen or whatever, and then you kind of build it and make it rhyme, and I got a big vocabulary. I really like try to emphasize like using different words that people haven't heard of, try to educate and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And, I'm always trying to teach other people from my
so
experience.
you're a reader, though.
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Because
Yeah.
mostly people that tend to kind of use different words or the way they write their lyrics and like they are readers, like, because in order to kind of expand the vocab, you have to be a reader.
Yeah. And which I'm saying, whether it's on a book or it's online or whatever, but there's nothing like reading, like turning the pages on a book and stuff.
No,
It's something, it's been around for so long.
Yeah.
Hundreds and hundreds of years that like I think our brains are kind of wired to be like know how to learn that way. But with the internet and everything nowadays, I think the younger generation is like it's just all changing now.
Yeah, because they're not using it for what they're supposed to use. Because I'm a huge fan. Like, I'm a huge history buff.
Oh yeah.
And I'm a history buff and a sci-fi nut.
Yeah, I love science.
You know
and
what I'm saying?
sci-fi.
Like, I'm a sci-fi
'Cause
nut.
sci-fi
and
is
history
what's going to be,
in
happen in the future. And, like,
history is pretty much the base of
Yep.
what it is you stand on to get to where you're going. You know what I mean? And I'm a huge fan. And I find like people like like Nas and Mos Def and some of those old school, even Jada, you know what I mean? Like the way they maneuver the lines. It's always been intriguing.
Yeah,
you know
and
what I
that's
mean?
just proficiency, and
Yeah.
that comes from repetition.
Yeah.
And you can, what I'm saying, you can tell. I've been doing this like about 4 years now, and this album I have coming out is like a very good display of where my skills at this level.
Do you feel like we lacking? nowadays? Like a lot of artists are lacking.
I think the
because
mar-
they're not. I feel like they're not pushing themselves hard enough. Because they're just the lyrics are way too simple nowadays.
Yeah, the market is so saturated because of how easy it is, and which is a good thing. I mean, everybody should be able to just make music and stuff, but the market's so saturated, and the stuff that's catchy is like, oh,
It's like
most of it is garbage. Like I listen to stuff on the
It
radio,
gives
and
me
I'm
a
like,
headache.
why is this? Oh, why is this good? You know, and you're talking about, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the same stuff that they've been talking about for years. You know, it's just like, come on, just adapt and develop and change the culture as opposed to just like riding with it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the thing is, I feel like us, as, well, not us, but you guys as artists, can actually make a change. Because if everybody be like, you know what, we're gonna stop making those type of music, they'll have no choice but to adapt to the new stuff that we making.
Yeah.
Although there's a lot of incentive in doing those type of music or whatnot that don't really don't really kind of like push your imagination. Because when you think about, I'm gonna give you an example. When you think about even a simple song like Tribe Called Quest back in the days, like I Left My Wallet in El Segundo. Simple story. Very the most simplest story. But there was coordination there. There was a follow up to a story. It was a story that was mapped out. That you understand, yeah, he went to El Segundo, he had fun, he left his wallet, he did
beginning,
this.
middle, end.
You know what I mean?
Story.
It's all story. There's some intro, there's the core, and there's the conclusion. You know what I mean? And that's what I feel like is missing in the rap game. There's no intro, there's no core, and there's no conclusion. It's all like,
Yeah, I feel like a lot of it's just the beats.
it's all mixed up together. Like sometimes you listen to a song, you have no idea what they're talking about.
No, but the beat sounds good.
Yeah.
Like you have somebody mumbling over a thing, and then you put $10,000 into production, and then it's on the radio. Because the frequencies, and I've seen some of these people at the studio sessions I've gone to. It's pretty impressive. Where they're going in, and then the things on the screen. It's like I don't even know what's
wow,
going on.
yeah.
That's the next thing I got to get into is like producing and stuff. But for right now, it's just lyricism, getting good at lyricism.
What's up with the album? How many songs you got on the album?
I believe it's 10 tracks, so it's like a full album, completely produced by my brother Crack Sislak. Like
Okay.
Crack Sislak, peace. Like from day one, he like when I met him about, like I said, 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
He's been in the hip hop scene for a while, like 10, 15 years, and I got to meet all the people he kind of his friends and stuff. And I was like, oh yeah, I got this verse I've been writing, I've had written for a while, and he's like, all right, let's go. Like, clean it up, get a 16, let's go shoot a video. And I was like, all right, cool. Because like, I'm good at like, if I got some orders, and I respect the person and stuff, then I did that. So yeah, we sat down, I wrote the verse, memorized it, and then we went and shot a video on a phone, like my See No Sundays Volume 1. Shot it out in Taunton and posted
just
up
kind
on
of like
YouTube.
just happened.
That's it. Just do it.
Yeah.
Because they're like, you're gonna feel anxious. You're gonna like either not be motivated or whatever. Just do it.
Yeah.
And keep doing it.
You feel like that's the way you attack writing the lyrics. Like you just kind of like jump into it.
Yeah, just do it.
Because some people just might lay back and kind of think of different things and whatnot or whatever.
Yeah, everybody. It's a great thing about being an artist is you get to kind of discover over time
what works best for you.
Yeah, what works best for you and what feels right and what doesn't and stuff. And that only comes from trial and error and repetition. And you're gonna make a lot of bad music. Like there's nobody who's every song. Like even Eminem when he first came out, when I think it was Infinity. When I listened, it's not that great.
No, I mean,
but
of
nobody's
course,
supposed
his
to.
first go around and whatnot or whatever.
It was very good but it's a skill like anything else. The more you do it, the better.
The more you
get
practice,
as long as you practice correctly.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So, as a like an artist, and then you producing things, you doing things or whatnot or whatever, and do you find yourself sometimes like, well, not find yourself. Do you actually go to other shows and you go to a lot of different shows so you can kind of like, be the audience at one point so you can understand what the audience is feeling toward that artist and what is the artist what you need to do and not to do.
Yeah,
when
not
you're
as
on
much
stage.
as I should. Not as much as I should. I've just been completely focused on like mine. Like most of the music I listen to is my music that I've recorded, like stems and stuff I have on my phone, or
Is it deliberately? Do you do that, or just like you don't want nothing to interfere with what you do?
I'm always open to listening to new stuff because I'm very open-minded and I want to have my mind change and like hear new things that I can incorporate into my style. It's just been, I don't know. I mean, I definitely need to go to
You're just
more live
focused
shows.
right now.
Yeah. I mean, I have been doing like live sets. Shout out DJ Kai Rule.
Big up.
On the weekends, pretty much every weekend, I go up to the club and he lets me perform like at least 1 or 2 of my tracks. So I get the
That's good.
time in. It's a little stage and stuff.
That's
so
a good hookup right there.
yeah. So now I getting comfortable using the whole stage
Yeah,
space.
yeah.
And just I'm saying acting as much as you are performing, and then I finally started to get into the rhythm where I'm not even thinking about what I'm saying. I'm just moving around and the words are coming out
Yeah.
because I've done it so much. So, but I do need to go to more shows and see more people see how they do it.
Exactly. Like I go to a lot of different shows or whatnot or whatever, because I dib and dab in all sorts of genre of music. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll go to a hip hop show, I'll go to a reggae show, or soca show, R&B show. I try to do a little bit because that's who I am. I like different things. You know what I mean, or whatnot.
Eclectic
But
blends.
yes, and as a I wouldn't call myself a host, but I have hosted a couple of shows before. You know what I mean? It was by accident.
Yeah.
I was just there. It was just there. And then the person that was supposed to to host the show didn't show up.
Yeah. adapt
And then
and
everybody
overcome.
turned around and started looking at me. I'm like, I do radio, man. I don't, you know what I mean? They're like, it's the same thing, just whatever. It's it's nerve-wracking. I'm telling you, man. When I got
Yeah.
up there, I was like, oh, shit. Because I'm looking at these people looking at me back. And it's not an easy thing. So I understand when artists get up there and then try to perform. How comfortable are you up there?
I've started to get like the nerves or whatever you feel before, I know my song's coming up next after this one's done. Like, and I'm kind of get like used to it and use it as opposed to like feeling it like, oh, I'm not going to do it. I'm like, all right, this is what you're supposed to feel like. Get comfortable with that with the nerves, and then go up and do it.
Because I've seen, the reason why I asked that question, there's always a method to my madness. The reason why I asked that question is like, I've seen people with decent, good songs get up there, but with no presence, nothing for the people
Right, it's
up
kinda
there.
stationary.
And it just falls flat. With good songs, man, and it
Yeah.
falls flat. It's like if you just animated yourself a little bit more or whatnot or whatever, or just knew how to move around on the stage, it would have came out like a little bit better.
Yeah, that was a point that I just did another podcast with Don Vic.
Big up to
Shout
Don
out
Vic,
Don
man.
Vic. And,
Shout out Don
that
Vic.
was a
That's
point
my
that he,
dog
you know,
right
you
there.
gotta use the space that you have and entertain the people. You know what I'm saying? Go over here, talk to, rap to these people. You know what I'm saying? Perform to these people. Perform to these people. Get feed. You know what I'm saying? It's a give and take. So that was a point that he also made. So yeah, I definitely got to just think about these things as I continue to do them.
Grit might take a lot. It is what it is. But I don't know. The reason why I'm saying that, just a side thing real quick. I'm actually appreciating the fact that different podcasts is big up to Miz too. Different podcasts are kind of crossing path and whatnot, and just to push that thing from New England. We need more of it. I think we need
Yeah.
more of it. And I think some of these people that's up there need to reach down there too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not seeing too much of it. I'm seeing like people on the same level doing it, but the people up there, they act like they made it. They don't want to deal with people that's down there, whatnot or whatever.
Yeah, and that's a
Come on,
shame.
reach out a little bit more, please. That's what I'm
Right?
saying.
I think podcasting in particular is such an important new medium.
Oh, definitely.
It's so important to get used to it. 'Cause
The
you
normal
should be
stuff
able
gonna
to
be,
sit and
I
talk
guarantee the
and-
normal stuff gonna be obsolete. In 10, 15 years, it's gonna be obsolete, like the regular TV thing.
Yeah.
Because YouTube, that's the next thing. Maybe it's gonna have a different name or different whatever. It's gonna push a little bit better than YouTube, maybe in the near future. Who
Yeah, but the
knows?
format.
But the format, that's what's it.
Yeah, watch it whenever you want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And
You
there's
know,
just
you
so
know why
much.
too? Because I became like a YouTube addict. Like
Yeah.
seriously, like
I think everybody is.
Yeah, because you know how we used to sit there and watch TV, watch movies and all that. Like I rarely watch regular TV.
I don't have cable.
I don't even. Yeah, I don't watch I don't.
You know what I found though is that like, you got YouTube, you got Hulu, you got HBO,
Yeah.
you got Netflix. you have the choice of millions of things,
Yes.
and there's nothing to watch. Sometimes I'll put the free channels on
Thank you.
my live
Thank
thing, and I'll be like, oh
you.
my God, they're giving me something to watch. This is bad. Like, throw on the military channel or whatever, like free channel, and that's cool. Give me something to watch.
Yeah, because the best thing about it too, the best thing about it, you get to pick what you want to watch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You just type it in and get to pitch all the subject to
Yeah,
whatever it is.
anything you can
Literally
imagine.
whatever you want to watch.
Yeah.
Not what they're giving you. You know what I mean? Then you get to pick and choose who you want to watch. Because you know there's a lot of people up there that's doing certain things, whatever. But you can kind of skim through the bullshit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because a lot of them are just bullshitted. But I watch everything so I could decipher what it is, what the truth is between all of that stuff.
Yeah, and that's another benefit of
Yeah.
like the podcast, like the 3-hour long format conversation is, you know, anybody can do a 15-minute thing and act like a character and have, you know, scripted stuff, but you can't bullshit for 3 hours.
No, you can't.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
So I
people
think it's
will
really
see through
good.
you in
Yeah.
that 3 hours.
So I think it's very important to have
They will
these
see
long
through you.
formats.
That I love that you mentioned that though, because people will see through you in that 3 hours. Because it's like the more you talk, the more information you're giving out to the people to understand that if you know what the hell you're talking about, you just bullshit.
Right?
You know what I
Whether
mean?
it comes off smooth and that's like what you believe or
Exactly.
whatever it is. So, yeah.
Exactly.
all
But with
good
that,
things.
with that said, what is your favorite joint on the
Track?
album and why?
Okay, so let's see. Let me think. I'd have to say "Thank the Circle" off the album. "The Circle" is my favorite track because it is the whole thing is a thank you to everybody, all the you included. You're on the track. I got you shouted out. Don't
I'm
worry
feeling
about it.
special already, man.
But all the artists, producers, podcasters, blogs, hip hop blogs, everybody who I've interacted with. So it's just thank you, clever, and then this experience and this experience and this experience all within the last 4 years, all in one track.
What made you decide to do that though? Because they'll thank you, they'll whatever, you know what I mean, give you
I w-
love. Sometimes everybody gives their love in different ways.
I
It
wouldn't
is what it
be-
is.
yeah.
And I accept all of it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But what made you sat down and be like, you know what, let me write this?
Because it's all I think about all the time. I wouldn't be where I'm at without the help of, all the people I've made music with. Like I wouldn't be doing this. I wouldn't, on a podcast with you.
I can tell you made a lot of.
I'm very appreciative and like I'm. Like,
You
I
less
see
shy than
things
the
for
first
what they
time I
are.
met you though.
What's that?
You less shy than the first time I met you.
Repetition.
Was my podcast the first one you came on?
I think it was. Yeah, because I did the Pozo show, and then I did
Yeah, I think
the Icy show.
Yeah, I think my podcast was
with
the
Jackie
first podcast you
Brown,
ever came on.
Don Vick.
Big up to Jackie, man. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
Jack-
That's my homegirl.
That's right.
there.
That's right. I met her
Yeah,
here, and then I did
yeah.
her show. Then
Yeah,
Dawn-
you met her
yeah.
at my show.
That's right. And
Yeah.
then I went and did an interview with her. Then Don Vick, because they were working together at the time. I
Yeah.
think they sort of, and then through them, I got to go to Brooklyn, New York, and to DTF Radio.
Yeah, because Vic is way out there.
Yeah,
Like,
he,
you know,
he
he's
invited me down to
everywhere.
Atlantic
He's in LA,
City.
he's
Yeah,
everywhere.
he's doing movie stuff.
Yeah,
he's a
he's
fight
everywhere.
promoter.
Yeah.
He's great, and he's
Rest
so
in peace to Don Hazel, man. You know what I'm saying? Because that was one of the guys that kind of connected all of us together.
very unfortunate.
Yeah, very unfortunate.
But,
'Cause
you know-
Don was the one that connected me to a lot of these people, a lot of them. You know what I mean? Because when he came, Don always had an entourage.
Okay.
And everybody that was around him was doing something on their own. And that's how he rolled. He would go somewhere and pick up people that's doing this and then, and put them together.
Yeah, right. Network.
Yeah, network, put them together. Because if you look at his movies, everybody that's in his movies are people that's doing something in the city.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Everybody.
great, especially when it's like
Everybody.
centrally located around like an
Yeah.
area or
Yeah.
whatever. That's even better, because then you're helping everybody. You know what I'm saying, in the neighborhood, whatever it may be, in the city, whatever it is. So yeah, it's all good.
Big up, I appreciate that. Well, like I'm definitely gonna, before we continue this whole conversation and whatnot, I want to hear one of your songs. I don't know if Eddie's ready. Eddie, you ready? And that's my producer back there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's podcast. We're not live right now. Yeah, we're not live. Hold on, Eddie. Hold on. Put a stop. Hold on. I gotta introduce it first, man.
So do
You can't cheat the people, man.
host choice?
Hold on. I will tell you which one to play. Hold on. Yeah.
So host choice. Do you want Thank the Circle, or do you want the track that I'm actually releasing tomorrow? on my YouTube.
Let's play Take the Circle first, because I want to
Okay.
do a special. I want you to do a special
yeah.
introduction to the next joint that exclusive. Baby.
All right,
You know
all
how
right.
we do.
I got it
Pozew
right here.
show,
I got
baby.
it right here.
Yeah. So let's just introduce the Take the Circle first. Eddie, you ready? We're gonna be playing the Take the Circle. Don't start yet. I'll let you know when we're ready. Go ahead.
Yeah, so this is my track called "Thank the Circle" off my next album called "The Circle," produced by Crack Sizzlack, and it's a solo track. So yeah, this is the one right here. This is a thing. Everything I've done in 4 years is kind of in this track.
Take the Circle, Eddie.
Enjoy.
Drop it like it's hot, Eddie. Eddie, you ready? Hey, listen here, player. Just play the damn music. That's Eddie back there, it's stressing me out. You ready? All right, Take the Circle. That's the one. Let me know when you're ready. We out here, man. This is not live today. Wanted to do it live, like I told you guys. No, go ahead. You not ready yet? Oh, okay. I'll keep talking. Like I told you guys, what I'm saying, we just moved into this new place right now, whatnot. So everything is kind of like, we're trying to. Nothing is even set up yet. We have to do a quick emergency types of situation here to pick this thing up, to set this thing up. But there you go. I think Eddie's ready. So here you go, guys.
First and foremost, thank you to my brother Crack Sizzlack. Lit the path, moving forward, never looking back. Started rock bottom, told me home to 16. Seen on Sundays, volume 1, posted now I'm on the scene. 2 months later, dropped first EP. There seem no evil, skinny bones, ugly John, even G-Fin, black featured. Told me watch and listen what I do, you about to be teaching. 2020 was the year of the troglodyte. Bunch of interviews and live performances. I seen the sides, Pozew show. Brock to DTF Radio, Brooklyn, hosted by Vero G, through Don Vic and Jackie B. With my brother Jack Crosby, drop birds. Then we sat and mixed and mastered martial artist skills I never heard. SB, the anomaly, featured on seeing what he's doing now. Keep going, keep growing. Shout out Cloak and Dagger, Knuckle Draggers, Unstable Components, War Paint, Focused. The circle growing larger, arrow closer from an archer. Bring the madness, I'm a marcher. Chop shop, I'm a parcher. Circle of the artist, seated round the round table. More prolific than any others you heard that's on a label. Constructed from components, they all unstable. It's the non-fiction section, you're in fiction full of fables. Pulling cables that's attached to puppets, do what came to able. Circle got it locked down with a grip type gable. They say that all knuckle draggers are troglodytes. Not on trogs, knuckle dragging at the highest heights. Get you with the experts. Seen the crafts and working, Cloak and Dagger whole session. I was smiling, laughing, learning, feels great. Linking work with artists close and far across the globe. Wayne Webster, UK, Netherlands, Skinny Bones, Bofai, Germany with Ugly John. Out Japan, pocket the plug in Paris, posting all the illest jams.
Salute and big ups to the OG G-Fan Black for opening the door to the world of hip-hop and keeping his finger on the pulse of the culture. P-Ro, you come at the art game in a different way. You're a true creative through and through. Oblivious, you've led by example and shown me what rap can be with your discography. Thank you for opening up on a truly traumatic experience alongside me for our track. Tali Rodriguez, with your profound comprehension of the English language and unrivaled skills in audio adjustment. The references thrown about on our track are uniquely singular. OG Ben Grimm, you're living proof that there's only room for one Grimm to rule the
This
is just thank yous at the end.
You know what? I want Eddie to rewind this real quick for me, because I didn't get a feel for it. The speaker wasn't on where I'm at right now. I'm sorry, guys, whatever, but we got to bring this back. I told you when to bring this back. There you go. So I can get a feel for it. Now the speaker's on. Let's go.
Shove it hello. First and foremost, thank you to my brother Crack Sizzlack. Lit the path, moving forward, never looking back. Started rock bottom, told me home to 16. Seen on Sundays, volume 1, posted now I'm on the scene. 2 months later, drop first EP. See no evil, skinny bones, ugly John, even G-Fin, black featured. Told me watch and listen what I do, you about to be teaching. 2020 was the year of the troglodyte. Bunch of interviews and live performances. I seen the sides. Pozew show when Brockton DTF Radio Brooklyn, hosted by Vero G through Don Vic and Jackie B. With my brother Jack Crosby, drop birds. Then we sat and mixed and mastered martial artist skills I never heard. SB the anomaly featured on seeing what he's doing now. Keep going, keep growing. Shout out Cloak and Dagger, Knuckle Draggers, Unstable Components, War Paint, Focused. The circle growing larger, arrow closer from an archer. Bring the madness, I'm a marcher. Chop shop, I'm a parcher. Circle of the artist, seated round the round table. More prolific than any others you heard that's on a label. Constructed from components, they all unstable. It's the non-fiction section, you're in fiction full of fables. Pulling cables that's attached to puppets, do what came to Abel. Circle got it locked down with a grip type gable. They say that all knuckle draggers are troglodytes. Not on trogs, knuckle dragging at the highest heights. Get you with the experts. Seen the crafts and working, Cloak and Dagger whole session. I was smiling, laughing, learning, feels great. Linking work with artists close and far across the globe. Wayne Webster, UK, Netherlands, Skinny Bones, Beaufort, Germany with Ugly John. Out Japan, pocket the plug in Paris, posting all the illest jams. Salute and big ups to the OG G-Fan Black for opening the door to the world of hip-hop and keeping his finger on the pulse of the culture. P-Ro, you come at the art game in a different way. You're a true creative through and through. Oblivious, you've led by example and shown me what rap can be with your discography. Thank you for opening up on a truly traumatic experience alongside me for our track. Tali Rodriguez, with your profound comprehension of the English language and unrivaled skills in audio adjustment. The references thrown about on our track are uniquely singular. OG Ben Grimm, you're living proof that there's only room for one Grimm to rule the underground from above it. M. Doc Diego, you dug deep to lace our track and went the extra mile cooking up a hook that brings it all together. Low Gun, you came through solid as a motherfucker and dropped heat on short notice. Thank you for that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling this.
Yeah, that's
I'm feeling this.
Storytelling.
That bass line is
Yeah,
ridiculous.
shout out Crack Sizzlack.
That bass line was ridiculous. I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
Yeah. That's why.
Not yet.
That beat, I knew that was the
It's
one.
going to be an exclusive. So, you know what I'm saying? Nobody else has heard it
Nope.
in their podcast or anything else.
Nope.
We're going to drop an exclusive in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? What's the name of it again?
That track?
No, I know.
The album's called The Circle.
No, the next track you're going to drop.
Oh, that's the
exclusive one.
That's Enemy's Words.
Enemy's Word.
That's dropping
And you're going to hear it
tomorrow.
first out here, exclusive on the Pozew podcast.
That's
You already know what it is, baby.
Big
You know
up.
what I'm saying? You already know what it is. We're going to do this in a few. You know what I'm saying? We got to let you kind of marinate on this one first real quick and whatnot. Shows since 2019, since we last,
Yep.
we were last doing our thing over there. We were in Brockton, right?
Yep.
We were in Brockton. We started out in Mattapan first.
No, Brockton, Southside. In
We
the
did
Cultural
start it
Arts
out.
Center.
Yeah, we did start it out in Brockton first. Yes, yeah, that is true. You went there before when I was in Boston. Yeah, you came after.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool. In Brockton, when we did our thing. How have you been doing shows? I mean, because you had an album before that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that was my first EP.
Yeah,
it was like See No Evil.
It was.
So I released my second EP was Hear No Evil. I put out my first kind of full album, Martial Artist, which was that was a very important album for me to make. I was a martial artist for many years, and my teacher, Paul Curtin, he's from.
Which belt did you?
I got 2 black belts. I
Oh,
got
okay.
1 black belt in eclectic karate.
I made it to brown belt, but
Yeah.
that was it. I couldn't. Yeah.
That's all right. Some people just can't hack it. That's all right.
That's fucked up. I can still.
Nah. It depends on what system you're taking. Some were particularly difficult, but that was
Yeah, I was
my
brown belt.
life. When I
Yeah.
was 16 is when I got into martial arts.
Yeah.
That was following my first open heart surgery I had. and I recovered. My uncle was like, you know, you should get into martial arts, particularly like Aikido, because it's very like redirecting energy and all that stuff.
exactly,
So
yeah.
I went to a few different schools. You know, I was 16, just had my chest opened up, put back together, and they were all like, oh yeah, you know, yeah. So they're all like, no, they wouldn't let me come.
Yeah.
But as soon as I went into Eclectic Karate and met Paul Kurt, and he was like, yes, come on in,
Yeah.
let's go,
Yeah.
throw you in, you know, in the classes and stuff. And that was like my home. I was 7 days a week.
Yeah.
I was helping teach. Outside of karate, it was like a family. Everybody, all
Yeah.
the school owners, all the students.
That's
it was,
usually what it is in those things. I did Taekwondo, but it was
Not Korean,
it was usually what it is. It's always like a family type of
Yeah,
feel, you know what I mean?
and then eventually it got to a point where, you know, it was just like disagreements, and then all the school. There was 13 schools, and then they split up the schools, and the guy Paul Curtin just kind of eventually lost his battle with mental illness and killed himself. It was very sad. I think it hit everybody, but that was about 10 years ago this time, and but when I made the album, it was pretty much a you know, like a remembrance, and a lot of references and stuff, and a lot of like I made it for the other people that trained with me, because there's a lot of techniques and moves and stuff that I put in the songs that they would only kind of understand. But it was good for me to go through and make it. I sampled a video of me and him training and used it as the intro.
Nice, okay.
So yeah, it was an important project, and I'm happy it got done, and I mixed and mastered it with my friend Jack Crosby,
Big up.
and he is I've never seen anything like that at that point, with his ability just mixing and mastering the sounds and the frequencies.
Yo,
and
some people just got that gift,
Yeah,
though.
and he
it's
has
just
a really
ridiculous.
nice
I wish
studio
I
made.
wish I did, though. Seriously, because I would have loved to know how to kind of like mix sounds and you know,
Yeah.
kind of like pull it and push
Right,
it.
yeah, get
all
the
sorts of
drum
stuff,
pad, get
yeah.
the beat pad and stuff. My friends I make music with, because that's kind of the next thing I'm gonna do. Because I'm pretty proficient at this point. Like, been like 4 years I've been making music and stuff, and I came up had just traditional like music background. Played trumpet.
I gotta say it on air too. While I just said it off the air while the music was playing. He from the last time I met Leo, he definitely got better. You know what I'm saying? That was like, and I'm loving the fact that he got to that level of lyrics, whatnot, and whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like you're very passionate about what you do. You know what I mean? And I totally appreciate that you're passionate about what you do and you love what you do, not just somebody that's coming in just to fuck around and just doing some bullshit.
Yeah,
with
it
it,
is
you
a
know,
purpose
whatnot.
to it, for
And
sure.
you know what I'm saying? And your skills definitely got better, and you can hear it. If you go listen to it, check them out. Tell them where they can check you out, so they could check out the old school stuff to the new school. You'll see what I mean, what I said. Like, he got extremely better. Like, he's very good. Very, very good.
Yeah,
right
so
now.
you can catch all my music literally from day one. See No Sundays Volume 1, where I just shot it on a phone, wrote a 16-bar verse. On YouTube, search Leo Casino, it's Leo, and then Casino is Caseeno. Yeah, I got a YouTube, I got a Bandcamp page, that's leocasino.bandcamp.com, where you can purchase my music and all the funds go to me, but I'm also on all streaming platforms, so you can really get my music anywhere. But yeah, in Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all of it's all Leo Casino. I'm the only one that spells it that way.
He just gave you guys some jewels. I don't know if you caught it, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go put your stuff in certain things, and then all the money comes to you.
Get a distro,
instead
kid.
of somebody else. So
Get a distro, kid. You upload it to one place, and they
you
distribute
heard the
it to
name of
all
Bandcamp. So hey, who
Yeah,
knows? Try it
Bandcamp
out.
has been very good for artists, new artists.
Is this like a new thing? Or has
As
it been
far as
around
I
for a
know,
while?
it's been out since I've been making music. I'm not sure when it started.
Okay.
It seems like a pretty solid platform that's been out for a while, and then
Okay.
you can do CDs.
I've
you
never
can
heard
do-
of it till today.
Yeah?
I
Oh, no
said,
kidding.
You're the one that put me on it. I'm gonna go check it out.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm definitely gonna go check it out to see what's on there. You know what I mean? Because I like to check out new talent and new artists and new whatever. Mostly in my city. You know what I mean? Because the whole goal is for me to kind of push whatever's going on in my city. Everybody else is welcome though. Don't get me wrong. Because I spoke with a few people that's like kind of like in a kind of like out of state, and they wanted to come on my show. They want to do like virtual stuff or whatnot. And I'm definitely gonna talk to my producer. We trying to get all this stuff ready for near future. Like, I don't have to go. They don't have to come all the way up here. They could do it virtual, whatever.
Yeah, and there's some
especially
pretty
when
good-
we
yeah.
have bad weathers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's some pretty good platforms out there where it's pretty good quality.
Yeah.
It's good enough.
Yeah.
to-
Because this
to-
is a brand new podcast. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning as I'm going. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning. So if you guys have any ideas, any advice or whatnot or whatever, hit me up. You already know where to find me, James Pozew, on Facebook, Silky Slim 006 on IG. You know what I mean? And I'm everywhere else. You know what I'm saying? It's either Silky Slim 006 or James Pozew. Or you could go on the Pozew show on Facebook. I'm there too. It is what it is. But yeah. So the next song.
Okay, yeah. So
What is it all about?
So this next track, Enemy's Words, with OG Ben Grimm, another survivor. He got hit bad during COVID. He really went through it, and he's incredible that he's alive.
Well,
And
thank
I
God.
got the opportunity to meet him in person. He's out of California, but I met him at a studio session. It was Cloak and Dagger, Knuckle Draggers. We had about 13 artists there.
Okay.
We sat down, picked beats, wrote and recorded every track, and wrote every track and recorded it all in one day, in one studio session. I think it was like 13 hours or something like that.
Sometimes you got to take full advantage of certain
and
situations.
so-
You might not get it again. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was going into it. I was like, awesome. I get to go to a studio session, watch these, masters of their craft. How do they write songs? What do they do? And they're like, oh, you want to get on this track?
Were you a little bit intimidated?
No, I was like a little kid. I'm always wicked excited like Christmas.
Because
So I was
there are
like,
a lot of people there that's been doing it for a while.
and
or
it's all the
whatnot.
people music that I listen to. So
Okay.
it's P-Ro and Ben Grimm and Oblivious and trying to think who else. Grimm was there.
I've heard of Grimm before.
Relentless. Who else? Aztec. Aztec, A Hybrid Thoughts. Dang, I can't remember.
By the way, all
everybody,
you
but-
guys are welcome to hit me up if you want to come on the show. I might not know how to reach you guys, and if you know how to reach me, reach me. But I'm looking. I'm still looking.
But yeah, so that was a really cool experience to go there and like everybody's just in the studio and it was cool. They pick beats and okay, we're gonna write to them and they're like, all right, do you want to get on a track? I was like, yeah. So I got on 3 different tracks. That project was called Side Work, and that was the whole idea. Come down, different artists there.
So you done did song for other people's album.
That's
or
a
other
lot.
people's project.
Yeah,
I should
anytime
say.
somebody reaches out to feature, I do it.
The-
Anytime. And
I think it's the best way though to
Yeah.
connect with people. And
Yep.
whatnot. How do you find as far as like the people, your peers or whatnot or whatever, peers in the game? How they been welcoming you or kind of like
yeah, I mean, I'm the new guy.
you're the rookie on the block,
Yeah.
so they're like
Yeah, you got to pay your dues and
Yeah.
stuff, and I've been doing that and completely understand it. Like I don't harbor any ill will. I mean,
Yeah.
people are gonna say and think what they want, but that's what
Yeah.
I'm supposed to
It is
deal
what
with
it
that.
is,
I'm
yeah.
supposed to deal with that in the
It is
beginning.
what it is.
And I'm more than happy to weather the storm until I prove myself.
Trust me, I understand it because I'm new at this too. So I got little hate in this, little hate there. But I got people that's kind of like encouraging me to keep going and whatnot.
Yeah,
whatever.
always that.
Yeah.
No matter what, at the end of the day, whatever people think or do, whatever, they're like, yeah, keep doing it.
Yeah.
Like it's good that
Yeah.
they all enjoy seeing new artists and stuff. And
As you can see, I still got some of my people up here since way back, since day one I started doing that. And I did like the radio show. I did it for like 6 years. You know what I mean? 6 years, and then I got in. Now I'm into the podcast thing. Hopefully, I'm trying to build the same kind of momentum that I did at the radio. So
I know a few people that have started podcasts. Like my brother, he's a drifter. He's got a car, Drift Force One.
Nice.
And so he drifts, and then he also has a podcast, the Drift Force One podcast, where he'll take his set up his microphone and stuff and go to the racetrack and have it set up in his RV. And then he'll have drivers or
that must
race
be an
promoters.
experience to hear it, like to feel it, like as if you was in it.
Oh my God.
That must be something great.
It's great. It's such an extreme thing. I've been in the car with him. Actually, we shot a music video.
I would love to be. I don't know how to drift, but I would love to be in a car that's.
Oh, he's
drifting.
been doing it
I mean,
since
I know I'll be scared as fuck.
It's so
but
much fun.
you know
Like
what
your
I mean?
face hurts by the time you're done because you're going.
Seriously?
They're going like 40, 50 miles an hour, yanking e-brakes, sliding sideways, and then you got one car on the side of you that's 1 or 2 feet away, and another car on the side of you.
Damn,
that
I need to
sideways.
be a professional. I don't want no rookie to do this with me, man.
Yeah,
'cause
well, my
I'd be
brother's
scared,
next level.
my heart. I don't know if I can handle it.
It's nothing
I
but
don't know if
fun.
I can handle it.
When you put the trust into them. But we actually shot a music video together for one of my tracks. We hired a drone pilot, Dan FPG.
Did you have
I
drifting
believe.
and
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
word.
So it was a drone following him drifting. It looks like a video game almost. That's Sino Sundays Volume 23 on my YouTube channel.
That's a video.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna definitely gonna.
Yeah,
go
that,
check
and
it out.
that's like a contemporary sounding club banger. Like I wanted that track to be like kind of like a high end, like amped type track.
Are you always thinking about like the unorthodox way of doing things? or-
Always, always. Like
yeah.
I do, you know, I'll learn from what's there, and like there's the basics and stuff. But I always want to do it my own way.
Yeah.
So I don't really like to. I don't like. Yeah, I don't know. Like people say, you should sound more like this or like this. Like, I don't want to. It'll take longer.
Nah.
It'll take longer for me to get big and stuff. But
Nah,
it'll
just be you, the way you are.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
one thing I've kind of stayed true on is
Create your
developing
own
my
lane.
own lane.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then, you know, like I said, it's gonna take longer, gonna take, you know, be more nonsense and people whatever not liking and stuff.
It
but
is what it
eventually,
is, but at least at the end of it, you'll stand on something.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a much more solid foundation.
Yeah,
for
you
sure.
definitely stand on something. And I love the fact that it's funny though. Like I always I wanted to say that to you. Like I like the fact that you came in the game and you were willing to try different things. You weren't just kind of like, because a lot of people sometimes come in the game and they're following what everybody else is doing so they could do it and get a certain lanes and to get recognized in that lane and whatnot. Maybe later
then you're
on.
stuck there.
No, not all of them are stuck there. Some of them might go on and do different things and kind of step out of it.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Some do step out of it, but the majority get stuck in it. You know what I mean? They get stuck in that lane, and then you can't. Nobody can really seize you because they already seen it before.
Yeah, because it's art. It's supposed to be creative.
You've
It's supposed
seen
to
it
be your
before.
own
Yeah.
personal like expression and spin on what you're doing. So it should be you on the track as opposed to, you know, you sounding like somebody else on the track.
If you would what's your favorite hip hop artist? Like give me three of them. Like your favorite 3 or 5. Up to you. Because I'm trying to see what really
Nas.
influenced you. Because I can tell already. Because you know I'm from the old school, so you know what I'm saying. Lyrics means a lot to me. Tell me something. You can't. There's no way you have a mic in your hand and you bullshit. Talk to me. You got a mic in your hand. You got millions of people listening to you, and that's what you got to say.
Yeah, right? Edit, copy, edit, paste, as opposed to like, what are you trying to say? Which is another kind of, on Enemy's Words, that's kind of the track. That's really like the emphasis. It's like you should be thinking for yourself.
Definitely.
You shouldn't be
I'm all pushing for that.
saying the comfortable thing because that's what everybody around you is saying and it feels okay. Like, you know.
Stand on something.
Yeah.
Be you.
Listen,
But go ahead.
yeah,
Give me
yeah.
the list.
So I'm gonna say Nas, Eminem, DMX. That was like the first album I got when I was like 13. Was DMX,
Really?
and then there was X. I got it from Strawberries across from the Westgate Mall in Broadton.
I remember that spot.
Yeah, I was 13 listening to that.
I remember that
album.
spot. I remember that spot.
Kevin Gates for a while.
Why
I was
Kevin
like-
Gates?
Because he just Kevin Gates. He's just Kevin
What
Gates.
I like
He's-
about him is his
yeah.
own person.
And
That's what I
he's
like
just
about
so
him.
like
Yeah.
the sound of his music is very like crisp and like it's hard to describe, but it's just Kevin Gates.
That's kind of surprising, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I know people like him and you know I enjoy his music too, but I'm not too much into it because I've never. It's not because that I don't like his stuff. It's just because I haven't really checked out his stuff like.
Yeah, I did listen to him
Yeah.
for a lot of time during, you know what I'm saying, I was living an unsavory lifestyle and stuff. That was like, that was all the music, because that's all the music, that's everything he was talking about.
Okay.
You know, moving this and moving that and all this stuff.
Yeah.
I think he's evolved and developed and stuff like that, but at the time,
You've been a bad boy.
allegedly, you know?
Allegedly. It is what it is.
But like the weekend for a while, like I've been incorporating melodic type stuff. I've been doing like a lot of melodic hooks,
Oh,
like
okay.
almost singing type stuff a lot recently,
Okay.
and it's the most fun.
Do you
'Cause,
sing? Or you got other
yeah.
people to do it for you?
No, definitely all me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll record like a few different layers, like a high layer, like a main layer, and then maybe some other layer that's low or like a different way of doing it. But that's like the most fun I have because it's short. You know, it's 4 bars repeated or 8 bars, and it can make a song catchy. I was actually
Definitely, yeah.
So I was the biggest project, kind of the most commercial project I've ever been on was this album Pozew with G-Fan Black, produced by Heretic Beats and Plague Magician.
Big up.
The way it was marketed, I mean, they sent me a pack of cigars with the album on it. They have a pair of shoes. They sent me a shirt. They got like, and it was like the way it was marketed on Instagram.
Very creative,
It's very impressive. And then the final sound of the album is crazy. I actually got a copy of the CD I'll give you.
But you know what's crazy? You know, and I'm gonna admit it. Right here, right now. A lot of these people you naming, I know a few of them, but a lot of them I've never heard of.
Yeah, I mean, they're local, like G-Fan Black. He's from Brockton,
Yeah.
but it's all underground.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But the reason why I brought that up is like, you know, I'm also I culpable, I guess. I don't know, like I'm also a problem when it comes to it. I need to check out
Yeah.
more stuff. You know what I mean? Funny thing is, I used to be on that level. Like I used to check out all the undergrounds, whatnot, or whatever. But it's kind of hard sometimes because you don't know where to find them.
Yeah, well, G-Fan Black,
You know
I
what
mean,
I
he's
mean?
put out 30 albums in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Like, he's put out an album or an EP every month for the last 3 years.
Nice.
He is one of the most prolific artists, and he's got a big following now, an international following. And his music is just grimy.
I definitely
he
want
talks
to check
about,
out
yeah,
way
G-Fan
more
Black.
underground stuff than whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like I always felt that way until this day. I still do. The underground scene is way the freak better than the mainstream.
Yeah.
Way as far as talent and diversity in styles and
difference. 'Cause, yeah, there's
Totally
a
better.
lot of good people
Totally
in the underground
freaking
and have been there. You know,
Yeah.
like a lot of these people that I make music with, they've been doing it 15 years, and they have their whole style honed in and stuff, and they just do it because they love to do it.
Yeah, because
you know?
I used to go to the Middle East. I stopped. It's been a while. I gotta
perform
say
there.
since the freaking COVID shit, I haven't gone down there. I haven't gone to the Middle East in a while. I used to go to the Middle East all the time to check out new different talents, the
Yeah.
underground talent, because that's where you're gonna find the serious stuff. I went down there one time and I forgot their name. And I was amazed, dude, like to the people that was doing. I'm like, why is these guys are not up there?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, I heard the Middle
the
East.
amount of talent that's there is ridiculous. And I feel like Boston has always been type of the place that the industry has not been fair to.
Yeah. I guess that's kind of one of the best things about how music is now is there's not really any gatekeepers anymore.
Yeah.
You know, anybody can have a Bandcamp page. It's just a matter of catching traction and stuff. So like, there is kind of still, but there's just, you know, it's a lot easier to access and everything. But there's just so much.
Yeah, there's a lot of it, but
so much
but
music.
there's certain places you could go and kind of like.
But yeah, the Middle East is some of my
Definitely a
people
good
have
spot.
performed there,
Yeah.
and that's like I heard like Conway the Machine I think might have performed there. Like, he's another one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, there's a
Conway
lot
the
of
Machine is, you know, West
even
Side Gun, Benny the Butcher though, like cause that's
even
boom bap.
MOP been down there, Onyx been down there. A lot of
Shut 'em down.
solid groups been down there.
Yeah.
With that said, we're gonna play the song.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, this is
Eddie, we about to start. I'm gonna let him introduce it. We could play the song. All right, but go ahead, talk about the song.
So yeah, this track is called Enemy's Words, featuring OG Ben Grimm. He wrote the hook for it. He's just an absolute survivor. We've been going back and forth. I got the opportunity to meet him in person at that the Cloak and Dagger studio session where we side work and stuff. But yeah, it's great. It's you know, you got to listen very close to the words of your enemies, because as opposed to hearing what somebody else said they said.
Yeah.
Because you know what I'm saying? You got to listen very
Hold
close.
on, Eddie. Yeah.
But yeah, this track's good. This is coming out tomorrow on my YouTube channel and on my Bandcamp. You'll be able to purchase it. But yeah.
Just the audio, right?
Yes. There's just there is album art, but it's just audio.
Okay.
Yep.
With that said, Eddie, you ready? You could drop it. Whenever you-
Karate kick you in your
Get it.
fucking face. Unplug my headphones out my phone, plug them in the interface. Call it sudden rising temperature. Write the track grim, really on the hook. Dude's fucking up the Reaper toys, name out his book. Now look, the sound is clearly visual. Clear the air refractions, otherwise they divisible. Added to the problem now, subtracted atoms, taking out the structure. Over several major cities, population has reduction. This is just an introduction to the way it goes now. I'm coming to your city or your village or your town. Coming with the lyrics in the bars, homeward bound. When I fall, Richter measurements are taken from the ground. When I rise, global stresses get corrected from the sound. When I rise in only moments, I'll be on it like a hound. I'll be honing on the stone, get my sound with some consistency. The path of least resistance is the path of least proficiency.
10 times terrible, the pistol gripping parables. I rock the spot and leave you not spinning like a carousel. We all the way turned up. Street samurai coat, black bandanas with the kung fu grip. 10 times terrible, the pistol gripping parables. So rock the spot and leave you not spinning like a carousel. We all the way turned up. Street samurai coat, black bandanas with the kung fu grip.
Taekwondo, scissor kick your head off. Kick it with Korean cat span and get this bread off. Making new sounds, King said drunk with the alphabet. And greater understanding of the sciences you never read. Do you even recreate it or a book burner? Dusty on the shelf, myself a well-written page turner. I do the work, victorious, not defeated. Those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it. Stop letting ideology control your mind. Answers to the questions programmed by design. Claim to be individual, one of a kind. The way you think and speak the same as everyone that's behind you. End of day, you stay true. Build your own morals. What's your thoughts? What say you? Listen very close to the words of your enemies and know exactly what we fighting for before we send in these.
10 times terrible, the pistol gripping parables. I rock the spot and leave you not spinning like a carousel. We all the way turned up. Street samurai coat, black bandanas with the kung fu grip. 10 times terrible, the pistol gripping parables. So rock the spot and leave you not spinning like a carousel. We all the way turned up. Street samurai coat, black bandanas with the kung fu grip.
Yeah. That's what we talking about, man. What's going on? 15 more minutes? We lie. It's all good, man. It's podcast, man. Everything is acceptable when it comes to podcasts.
Oh, yeah.
Believe me, I've learned that.
Let me-
Everything is acceptable.
Let me
It
get
is what
these,
it is.
yeah, let me get these thank yous in here. Let me
Yeah,
get
go
these thank
ahead.
yous
Go
in
ahead.
here.
Go ahead.
So this whole album, yeah, produced by Crack Sizzlack. First and foremost, thank you to my brother Crack Sizzlack. This album is a thank you to everyone I've learned from and worked with, including yourself. You know, produced and
Appreciate
tallied
you.
by Crack Sizzlack, Cloak and Dagger, mixed by Tali Rodriguez. Let's see, the first thing, thank you, Matthias of Cloak and Dagger, Knuckle Draggers, G-Fan Black out of Brockton, P-Ro with the artwork and lyrics, Oblivious dug deep and featured on a track where we both talk about some dark times he's going through right now, and I pray he's able to maintain. Ben Grimm, another survivor on the album, wrote the hook for the track you just heard. That single's coming out tomorrow, Friday the 13th. We've been writing for each other back and forth a little bit. M. Doc Diego out of New York. Low Gun came through quick. Needed a feature. Somebody didn't do it, and he hopped on real quick and wrote something up nice. Let's see, Tali Rodriguez for mixing and the lyrics. He also featured on the track. Jack Crosby for mixing Martial Artists, last album that came out. Shout out SB The Anomaly. Everything he's doing now, he does comedy, he does rap battles, he does dancing, he's doing music videos, he's doing fight choreography stuff. Like, he is going all around the country, all around the world. Like, it's crazy to see what he's doing. And he was the only feature on my album, Martial Artist. DJ Kai Rule for letting me perform my tracks live and getting the reps in. Shout out Burnt Steak Records for putting out the most commercially and professionally marketed project I've ever been a part of, with the cigars and everything t-shirt. That's Pozew. Shout out Cult Over Culture for putting out album art t-shirts. This is a custom 101 tee.
This
Angry
right here?
Shooters. Yeah. So I grabbed
right.
the mic right there.
All right.
Let's see here. Wayne Webster out of the UK. Skinny Bones, the Godfather in the Netherlands. Ugly John out in Japan, cooking up beats. He's cool. He does very experimental type stuff. So it's cool to be able to kind of try new things. We're
Yeah.
working on something that hasn't been done before.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that. Where we at? Beaufort out of Germany, another producer. Got Pocket the Plug out of Paris. He runs the illest YouTube channel for all the best in underground, like the biggest names in underground. Okay. Thank you to the creators of Chaos, my family. I've come a long way in 4 years, and it would not have been possible if not for my family with our Christian values. I started putting others first in a real way, and it's gotten me to where I'm at now. Hit people up, ask how they are, concern yourself with someone outside of yourself. You never know who needs to hear that they matter, you know? Put people first. That's why I am here now, you know?
Appreciate you for coming to Leo. You already know what it is, man. You've been out here. This is not your first time, you know what I mean? You've been on the show before when I had the radio thing going on, you know what I'm saying?
Emergency complex.
Yeah. That was that station where we was up there.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, big up to the guys up there in Brockton, man. Big up to you guys, man, for giving me that opportunity. And you've been out here, you've been doing your thing, and it's always a pleasure to have you on, you know, real quick, because I can see the progress, I can see the passion, you know what I mean, that what it is that you want to do, and no bull, you one of the guys that's been, and I have a few, and I've told them that too, that I'm pretty much. I'm not hoping. I know I'm going to see you guys somewhere up there one of these days. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be sitting there, and I told a few of them that I feel like that got that talent that they got that can get to that point.
No, thank you.
I'm gonna be sitting there one of these days and be like, oh shit, look at this fool, man. I've seen it. He was on my show, and people are not gonna believe me when I tell them unless I show them the footage or whatnot or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna save.
Well, it's here documented.
I'm gonna save this footage.
Yeah.
Please believe me, I'm saving this
appreciate
footage.
it. This is
I'm
great.
saving the goddamn
This is
footage,
great.
man. You know what I mean? Who knows? You know what I mean? I might get something out of it. A shout out
Oh,
while
I
I'm
guess.
dying.
I'm
You
very
know?
appreciative. So
You know, it is what it is. But thank you, man, for coming through, man. I appreciate you. I see you doing your thing. You're doing great work with a lot of people that a lot of them I've never heard of, and I'm definitely gonna go check out a few of them that I remember or whatnot or whatever. Cause I need more people to come through. You know what I'm saying? Anybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome. You know what I mean? Cause I want to have that conversation. I want to get. I've been a fan for a long time. My first ever tape that I got was Dana Dane.
Okay.
You see how far back I go?
That's, yeah.
Dana Dane was the shit back in the days in the 80s. That was the, you know what I mean? I'm old school. I don't really look like it. I ain't gonna tell you my age though. It is what it is. But I've been around for a minute, you know what I mean? Since Dana Dane. So I've seen the evolution of hip hop. I've seen it. Nobody can tell me about it. I was there. I've
right.
seen it. I've lived it. You know what I mean? I'm it. You know what I mean? You can't tell me nothing about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Since we in Boston, Massachusetts, since the days of RSO or the Bulldogs with that OG, you know what I mean? With all everybody else that's been around, the Bobby Brown or what. I've been there. I was there. I've seen it. You know what I mean? I've seen it. You can't tell me nothing about it. It is what it is. You can tell me about your city though, which I would love to hear. But not my city. I've been there. But with that said, man, I can't wait for you to come back. Like we said, this is temporary. You know, the black screen in the back. I don't know what Eddie's gonna do. It might not be black screen by the time he edit it, you know, because he's crazy like that. He might edit it. I might be in freaking Australia somewhere. I don't know. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So once he edit it, I'll see it. I'll see what he brings with it. You know, it is what it is. But this is a temporary thing. Hopefully next week or a couple of weeks from now, we'll have a full studio setup where you can see it and whatnot or whatever. And then, you know what I'm saying, we just moved to a building, a better building, a bigger place. So you'll see it, you know, you'll get to whatever. And I appreciate you, man. Keep doing your thing. You know what I mean?
Appreciate it.
Keep it going. You have the potential. You have the talent. You have the passion. and you have the means as far because you know a lot of people that you can connect with and do things and
I got a
whatnot.
studio
It's
in my
not so
bedroom.
much about the money. It's so much about respect and who you connect with or
Yeah.
whatnot or whatever. Yeah, the money is whatever, but you know you can do it without that.
Yeah, that'll come.
That will come. You know what I mean? So keep doing your thing. And any last shout out before we get out of here? So you know, I mean, beside all of that, you know what I mean? That was
Yeah.
the people that work on that work with you, but other people, other artists, whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah, just my family.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? I've come a long way in a short time. Like as I said before, I started putting other people first in a real way, not here's $5. Like, listen to somebody because everybody's going through something. You know,
Tell
you know,
me about
reach
it.
out to people, especially veterans in particular. Like you know, just reach out to people, ask them how they're doing. You never know, like somebody's on the edge and you know they don't show it, but people appreciate that kind of stuff. Do that.
Definitely. It is what it is. And if you're going to get mad at me, I'm going to say it. I don't care if you get mad. Trump 2024. We out.